you're indicative of a lot of the American public, though. And I do think when you're talking about Bernie Sanders completely remaking and reanimating not just our healthcare system, but the United States of America as it has existed since its incarnation, people get very nervous right now.
Yeah.
And I do think going into Super Tuesday, I stand by the fact it's going to be a cage match. This is his Alamo. This is his absolute last chance to become president. Him and his supporters are the dirtiest thugs and I've ever seen on all of social media. They are not going to let this go. They're not going to let it go out easy. And the argument between the AOCs of the party and the more traditional Democrats, I think it's going to get a whole lot worse before it gets better.
And I think for Super Tuesday, it's going to be interesting because North Carolina, black voters are key. I think Joe Biden takes North Carolina. I'm not so sure about California, but Texas hasn't always been friendly to Sanders, right? He lost Texas to Clinton because, again, of that minority vote.
He does very well with Hispanic voters.
He does, which is very interesting to me, given what he said about Castro.
Not going to happen.
It may not happen this. It may
not going to happen in Florida.
It may not happen in Florida. It may not happen.
Not all
this time.
Latinos are the same.
There's a difference between Latino voters and Hispanic voters. There's a huge difference between the Hispanic population in Texas and the Latino vote in Florida. And there's a huge delineation, I think, between people that have maybe had family members that have fled from Castro and people that have come from Latin America. And there does seem to be a huge fracture between those two voting blocks with Bernie going
You know what
forward.
else I've noticed in the last couple of weeks is that we've seen more of Joe Biden. For the longest time, he played real hard to get with the media, and he was rather inaccessible. He's come on here. This weekend, he was on several of the Sunday shows. And really, I think Joe Biden's strength is Joe Biden, reminding America of just how decent he is, how humane he is, how experienced he is. The fact that he can string a sentence together with a verb and a noun. That he knows where countries around the world are and who leads them. That he's not bullying somebody for stuttering or having a disability. That he is embracing them. That he knows loss. That he is a normal human being.
Decency.
Well,
That's
all
a
of
good
those
word.
things, all of those things went into my explanation of, you know, I need someone to put the lights on. I need somebody to put the lights on because I used to know, and maybe this is one of those things with me, but I used to know who the diplomats were. I used to know who had England. I used to know who had Germany. I knew because I was interested in it. You know, it's too confusing.
Well, there were also
now.
confirmation hearings.
Yeah,
also,
there was all
weren't
kinds
just
of
acting positions.
So I think for me, and I think for a lot of people, the idea of starting from a place of positive, we can get better, I think is more where I'm coming from. You know,
I think it's where a lot of people are coming from, Whoopi.
All right, well, we'll find out because Super Tuesday is about to be super.